Hey, what's going on, everybody? You can find 4 here, and welcome to the episode of Monday's Reviews. I thought I had recorded this yesterday, but apparently I did not. So let's go and do this, and I'll get it up as soon as I can, probably later on tonight. It shouldn't take too long. But what we're doing in this episode is we're going to be talking about some of the Chaos Exceed monsters, the 4 Chaos Exceed monsters, the 2 Utopia ones, and then 2 other Chaos Exceeds that are coming out, or are out in the OC right now, but are in the game, are coming out in the game pretty much, and they're pretty dumb, they're pretty stupid. So let's go and get started with it. So let's start off with number C39, Utopia Ray V. There's a starter deck card coming out in starter deck structure deck 13, and boy is he a doozy. It is a rank 5, generic rank 5 exceed with 2600 attack, 2000 defense, but we don't care about him being a generic rank 5 because he requires 3 level 5 monsters, but that doesn't matter because all these guys you can summon with a rank up magic Barion's Force or a limited Barion's Force. So basically there's 2 cards you can help bring these guys out, really no problem. Now I talk about those 2 in another episode or something like that. But when this card you control is destroyed by your opponent's card, either by battle or by card effect, you can target one monster, Exceed monster in your graveyard, shuffle that target into the extra deck. While this card has a Utopia monster attached to it as an Exceed material, it gains this effect. Once per turn, you can attach one material from this card to target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and if you do, inflict damage equal to your opponent, equal to the destroyed monster's attack. So, this thing is nuts. You want to know why? Let's see, there's a monster called Vulcasaurus that has pretty much the same effect. But, it has a stipulation. Vulcasaurus cannot attack directly the turn you use this effect. So, it prevents you from going, okay, pop, you take damage, and I can attack you for 2500 direct. Or is it? Yeah, 2500 direct. I think it's 2500 attack for Vulcasaurus. Is to prevent powerful plays. Now, of course, Vulcasaurus is a little bit more easier to bring out than Utopia Ray V because you have more things to worry about when it comes to Utopia Ray V than Vulcasaurus, because all you gotta do is just Vulcasaurus to have 2 low-5 monsters on the field and exceed into him. But for Utopia Ray V, you need to make Utopia, hope that he doesn't get stopped, like by boss, by Solemn, or whatever may stop him, and then hope you get the rank up magic off, again, that could be Solemn, that could be Dark Bribed, and you have to hope that he comes on the field successfully. So there's a little bit more worrying, there's a little bit more just hoping and praying involved with Ray V. It takes a little bit more effort to bring him out than, of course, Vulcasaurus. But at the same time, they could have balanced him out a little bit to where it's kind of like how he says it is, can't attack directly, or you can only target face-up monsters, because it's pretty much like a BLS all over again, where you just go, okay, select that face-down defensive position monster, and I'll pop it. It's really crazy what this thing can actually do, and the fact that it is a starter deck card really makes it, like, it's still unbelievable that this is a starter deck card. This looks like it should be a card that's in a pack, a booster pack, because of how good it is. So, expect to see this thing see a lot of play in the near future. It is a very good card. Now for the card I think probably would have been good for a starter deck card. Another C39, Utopia Ray Victory. Now this guy I feel should have been the starter deck card, not Utopia Ray V. They're 2 completely different cards. Because apparently Victory and V, to me V means victory, but I guess they mean like maybe 5, Utopia Ray 5. I don't know what they're doing with the V there, but this is victory. 2800 attack, 2500 defense, a little bit stronger than Ray V by 200. It requires 3 level 5 monsters, but again, doesn't matter because rank up magic Barion's Force just brings it out so much easier. If this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate any spell or trap cards until the end of the damage step. While this card has a Utopia monster attached to it as an Exceed material, it gains this effect. When this card declares an attack, targeting an opponent's face-up monster for an attack, you can attach one material from this card until the end phase of the turn, negate the effects of that monster. Also, this card gains attack equal to the attack of the attack target. So basically, this guy is pretty nuts as well, and of course, he is the cover card for Judgment of Light. And since when do cover cards have actually been good? They're normally not good cards. This is a really good card. The last cover card that was actually decently good in terms of availability or just playability was, you know, C39, you know, the first one, Utopia Ray, that was used a lot. And you also had Excalibur, but it's very rare for a cover card to be good, and actually good, to where, like, hey, I want to play this card. I want to put this on my extra deck. Sure, he's limited into the Barnes Force. There's no generically good, like, cover card. You know, nowadays there's really not. Back in the day, there were some good cover cards, but that was, like, way back when. But, you know, that would be too stupid, but just think, you know, this thing is really dumb. The fact that you just negate an effect. And just like, okay, I gained the attack. So just think if you're going up against a Judgment Dragon or something like that. Oh, hi, he's pretty much a walking honest. And it's original, equal to the attack. So, oh dear God, equal to the attack. So, this could be during damage. I'm guessing this could be during damage depth. Since it's going with, since it's when it's attacking. Yeah, this could be during damage calculation. You know, it's just really nuts. So he's pretty much a walking honest. Let's go, okay, negate your effect. It doesn't matter. And then it's like, oh, hi, I gained attack. So, like, if you find a JD, I'm up to 5,800. You're taking 3,000 damage. No, you're taking, yeah, 2,000 damage right there. It's really stupid. It's like, what the fuck? No, 2,800. Why am I saying 2,000? 2,800 damage. It's just nuts. So, this thing is completely stupid. Both of these Utopias are completely retarded. But Ray V is more retarded than this guy because you just go, okay, pop an attack. It's really stupid. So, like, I'm glad this Utopia's getting more support, but this is just plain ridiculous. Next up, we have number Chaos 105, Burning Necklace, Cestius the Comet. This thing is crazy! 2,800 attack, 2,000 defense, requiring 4 level 5 monsters, but just like the others, it doesn't matter! It really doesn't matter. Now, he looks pretty badass. I really love his artwork. Oh, dear God. If I saw him in the streets or, like, in the shadows, I would probably shit my pants. Like, oh, shit, he's going to kill me. He's going to beat the crap out of me, take my lunch money. When this card destroys a monster by battle, it cinches the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the destroyed monster's original attack. Oh, hi, Flame Wingman. How you doing? Yeah, he's pretty much a watered-down Flame Wingman, but it gets better if you have not even read its effect before. While this card has number 105, Burning Necklace, this is the Meteor, which is already a really good card, being a generic rank 4 exceed, requiring 3 level 4 monsters. That's a pretty damn good effect. Once per turn, you can attach 1 material from this card to target 1 monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's attack on the field. So, just like Utopia Ray V, this thing, right here, can do the exact same thing with no stipulations. But the difference between Utopia Ray V and Cestius the Comet here, Cestius the Comet requires you to have a number 105 on the field. So that requires 3 level 4 monsters, which in retrospective is not hard to bring out in some decks, but also you gotta look at it this way, it's more difficult to bring out a Cestius the Meteor than it is a number 39. So his effect of stupidity is a little bit more reasonable and a little bit more understandable than Utopia Ray V. I just think he's really dumb. And I just got a text message. Hold on. I'm so unprofessional. I'm so unprofessional. I'm texting and recording at the same time. I'm gonna get ticket from the police. But anyway, as I was saying, his effect's a little bit more understandable, but it's still completely stupid good. I have won games because of this guy, and it's just nuts. And being 2,800 attack is just beyond crazy. But again, his artwork's really badass. But none of these cards compare to what I'm about to bring up right now. It is probably one of the most stupidest and retarded cards that just reassured one of my friends who pretty much goes in and out the game, why he's pretty much out of the game, and oh my god, it's so completely retarded. Chaos 104, Masquerade Magician Umbral. Now this thing looks like a Dark Tuner. First, this thing looks like a Dark Tuner. It does. It looks like they took a Dark Tuner from the 5D era and just slapped him on a card and called it a Chaos number. It really does. So it's 3,000 attack. Right there, it's already pretty crazy. 1,500 defense. 4 low 5 monsters, but yet again, who cares about that? I have freaking rank up magic. When this card is special summoned, you can target one spell or trap card on the field and destroy it. Reminds me of Wonder Magician right there, but that's nothing too special. It's Wonder Magician can do that as well. While this card has number 104 Masquerade Magician Shining attached to it as an Exceed material, which is, of course is a generic rank 4 Exceed. I'll probably talk about that in a later video. It gains the following effect. Once per turn, when a monster effect is activated on your opponent's side of the field, you can attach one material from this card. That's not too bad, right? You know, just negate an effect. You know, what's wrong with that? You know, a lot of cards do that. Negate the activation. Okay. And send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. Okay, you know, that's, you know, make your opponent go minus. That's, you know, okay. If you're playing against Dark World, you're kind of fucked, but it's okay. Oh, here's another tidbit. Also, you can half your opponent's life points. Like, I just took an imaginary gun and just shot my freaking head, because that's completely retarded! What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm hoping, I am praying that this is a mistranslation in the card effect. Because one, I have never seen a card effect saying, oh, you can also half your opponent's life points. I think Dogma has that same thing, but I think that's mandatory. I think that is a mandatory thing. Actually, you know what? Let's look it up. Let's take this off and let's go. Let's go. Let's take a look at Dogma. I think Dogma has a similar effect where it does half your opponent's life points. Let's see, but I don't think it's a like. Also, you can't see. Let's see. If you still control the system card in your opponent's next standby phase, after this person half your opponent's life points. So that's a stipulation where it's not a you can. It's just like, oh, it automatically happens, but you still have to have it in the field during your opponent's next standby phase, which is really not that hard to do if you just don't attack with this. With this, like, hi, how you doing? But this thing, what the fuck? You know, a lot of us, you know, I may bitch about BLS being stupid good, or killing being freaking OP as no tomorrow, but this thing right here is the epitome of stupidity by Konami. Fuck Elemental Dragons, this thing is stupid. And guess what? It's not hard to bring out. Look at this thing. A card that not only can negate an effect, has 3,000 attack, that can destroy a random card from your opponent's hand, so make your opponent go minus, and also you can half your opponent's life points. So basically, you can basically make them pay the cost of a solemn judgment. So I'm praying this is a mistranslation, that this is not supposed to be here, maybe it's something else, because oh dear God, just think seeing decks based around this guy. He is going to see a shit ton of play. And this is ridiculous. This is the one card I am scared of in the entire set of Judgment of Light. I am terrified of this card because there's too much going on with him to make him balance. He is completely OP. He is more OP than fucking BLS. He shits on BLS. So I am terrified of this card. Everything else fails in comparison. It's just nothing compared to this guy. Anyway, enough of that. Give me your thoughts on these guys in the comment section below. See, both the C3 Nice, Utopia Ray V, and then Utopia Ray Victory, Chaos 105, and then the stupidity that is Chaos number 104. My head hurts from the stupidity that Konami, like, it just ultimately proves that they do not test this shit before they fucking release it. Oh my God. Anyway, comment, rate, subscribe, and bye.